I usually introduce myself as Alexis to start off with, and then it just goes very quickly to Lexi. Lexi, I don't know, is just some fun, easygoing person, likes adventures, likes to get amongst it, I guess, a little bit, but also likes her private, quiet time, going to bed early. I've always swum. As a kid, I grew up in a little town called Esk, and we had a pretty good little swim squad called Cherry's Bunch in Toowoomba. It was Peter Cherry was our coach, and 5 days a week we'd be up 6 till 8 at the Toowoomba swimming pool. I did that for years, since I can remember, and then high school sort of backed off a bit and then jumped back into it. And then I think when I was at uni and I just started swimming again, I sort of dabbled. I never left it completely, but once I went to the UK for 2 years as a sonographer, and when I actually saw the English Channel there, and I went, geez, that's far. And I saw people swimming, training in the harbour. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I hopped on the ferry from Dover to Calais, and I was like, oh, that is a long way. At the time, I was just excited to be included, thought of, and absolutely in awe of this person and his team, because I had met them before. I had swum with them at Noosa, and my sister and I had done 5K, and we were just like, oh my God, they're such a cohesive unit. Everyone's looking out for each other. Everyone's making sure Gerard gets the job done. The first time I was tethered to Gerard was at Gold Coast, and I thought, oh no, because it was a little bit choppy, a little bit rough in the surf, and every now and then we'd swim apart, or I'd swim into him, he'd swim into me, and in my head I'm like, oh, please still pick me. I'll get better, I promise. But then, swimming along, and then we'd separate, and I'd be straight, but my leg would go with him. And I'm like, I'm going to have to work on some groin exercises with this. At the end of the first session, tethered to him, in my head, I'm like, oh, I did so bad. The first thing he said was, well done, Lexi, good job. And I was like, oh, wow, thank you so much, really. I had another go, and every now and then I just look to my left and I just see this person who's never seen before, and I'm looking after him, and anything I was feeling, any doubt sort of just went away. My job is to look after him, and I was like, yeah, I got this. If you just ask the person, what is it you need from me? I think that's a pretty good question to ask. And then they can tell you exactly what they need, and then you can do it. Don't just walk in thinking you know how to help, and just ask those. And I did ask Rosie, and I think I asked Joe as well before I got tethered, what's the go, what happens, and all good advice. Just ask people, and just ask the person you're helping.
Well, you're not an observer anymore, you're part of the team. And the next stop is some rather chilly water in Melbourne.
Yes.
And towards potentially warm water in the Channel.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting today. I'm looking forward to it, though. I'm getting a bit sort of restless. I just want to get it done. It's like waiting. Yeah, I don't like this waiting business.